Hello, weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheela Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is once again going to be honey battered fried chicken with your choice of potatoes. I suggest the tater tots. They're absolutely delicious, especially if you mix them with kind of a green onion and sour cream mix. It's kind of like having a baked potato, but like little smaller bites. Anyway, it looks like Rebecca is currently available for a full-service package, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know and we'll see what we can do. One of the next things that we're hoping to do is actually add the ability to kind of do like an exclamation point pro and call up the current professional who is available as they're like, I don't have hand tracking right now, so I can't, engage it, but like, bring it up on screen like a little nice blurb about them, tell you about who is available right now. But that'll be for something later on in the streaming existence, shall we say. I also wanted to say thank you very much for being patient with our start time this morning. I had a couple of appointments to take care of, and especially got some big appointments that I need to schedule for tomorrow that I had to be in contact with people and had to deal with that before I could start the stream. So thank you very much for your patience. So today will be my second Final Fantasy XIV stream. I have been playing the game on and off since just before Endwalker, but I haven't had much time for it in the last year or two, so I am still a number of expansions behind on the main story quest. And this summer's Wednesday streams are dedicated to catching up. We made some decent progress last time, so let's continue that trend today. I am also doing a little bit of leveling for my other jobs off stream. As a reminder, my main job is as a white mage, but I am also trying to catch up my red mage and my paladin. Plus, I've got an alt character that I'll catch up eventually. But anyway, as always, I will be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, as well as regular old conversations, so don't be afraid to fill that chat with discussion. Hello, Rekajira! Welcome, welcome, welcome! I suppose I should look this way, since the chat is actually this way on the current location. Are you working more on Skylarka's rig, or are you working on a new project, or just working in general? Feel free to respond whenever. I am just going to transition us over to the actual game screen. Fair enough. Day job. Day job is yep, that has to happen as well at some point, right? We gotta earn our money to have our fun. Yeah, I am like, so the way that my schedule is working out this summer, I only have to be physically present as a manager on Mondays and Tuesdays at my day job. Which, actually, I don't even really have to break kayfabe to say this, is an entertainment venue. I legitimately do just manage an entertainment venue and their workshop. So I only have to physically be present on Mondays and Tuesdays. I just every once in a while do get phone calls and emails and messages and all those sorts of fun things. So yeah, sometimes that's part of why I have to step away to deal with that. But anyway, going back to this, let's check out our next main story quest. We are fomenting revolution, and it's always amazing to see. I meant to turn off the auto thing. Greetings, General. Commander Kempston, brief latest developments. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. Ooh. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. That's quite a few. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike. Just so, General. He proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellum Veladina. I feel like a dungeon is coming my way. Capture Veladina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we ever push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Veladina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness. I want to know this one's. Hello, Coleman. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And actually, hang on. Neither of you got. I'll deal with the coins in a second. By all means, if that is all, let us be about it. Da, 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 da. I forgot to welcome Rikajira, and I know I need to welcome you, Coleman. So let's see. Ooh, almost in there. And Coleman's. Ooh, not quite. That one was further off. Better luck next time. At some point, I intend to get that as like an exclamation point coins thing that's on a timer. Because I don't have affiliate or anything, I can't do proper redeems, as it were. But I should be able to make something like that work. Ooh, hello, PNG Boomer. Let's see if we can get you get any luckier. Ooh, completely missed entirely for the most part. But yeah, no, I am hoping to kind of like figure out a way to use Mix It Up to get that as an unofficial redeem, shall we say. How are you two doing today, both Coleman and PNG? Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. Okay. So we got a white mage thing. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with the white mage one. Character. Let's compare these two. Oh yeah, these are... Ooh, but it's a huge drop on piety. Yeah, no, I can't do that. Doing well, slept a lot, did a bit of preps, then got distracted by sassy shenanigans. Yeah, I saw that. That was amazing. Doing pretty good, had an early start to the morning. Ooh, lovely. Now rushing to pack your army for 40k game tomorrow evening. Yeah, fair. I was one of those mad people who always brought just my entire collection of whatever army I was going to be playing that evening. That means maybe I should have gone for the red mage. Oh well. Yeah, and just kind of like, I had a general army list, but I would modify it there and then based on like what it looked like people were bringing. Okay, Pippin is looking forward to the assault on Castel and Belladina. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. You're doing similar, although it's boarding action, so it's just the infantry. Oh, well, fair enough. Yeah, boarding, like... It's one of those things where, like, I had good experiences with 40k until... Like, the group I was playing with was kind of a college club group, and we had a few years in a row where all of the new students wanted to play as, like, tournament style only, so they had no respect for narrative, they didn't really care, they just wanted to use the most optimized things. These are the same people who will, like, whenever a new army is introduced, instantly sell their old army and buy the new army because it's going to be broken on release, you know? And I got really tired of dealing with those folks because, like, it's not fun anymore, you know? Like, I want to bring, like... Okay, so my first army that I ever purchased, and it literally took me 14 years to build the full army because I was getting, like, one kit for my birthday, you know, or maybe one kit for Christmas, was Tau. And I specifically did not want to play Battlesuit Tau. I wanted to play Fire Warrior Tau. And this was further and best supported in, I think it was either 6th or 7th edition when the shield walls came out, and that actually allowed me to do some really cool like stuff that was like, you know, allowed me to fire 3 times with the squad if I had them set up right in the same phase as if they hadn't moved, because those shield walls counted as static defenses even though they can move the same range. And it was amazing. And people immediately said, oh, that's broken, oh, this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, okay, I'm going to show you the math on this. The math on this makes me barely as good as Imperial Guard at shooting, and nowhere near as good as Suits at saving from things. And it's just like, stats matter. Anyway, Reminds me of what I liked about my old MTG group. We were all pretty casual. Some folks had some busted-ass decks, but they were at least funny, and they put them away after the initial curb stomp. Well, I'll come back to that in a second, Reku, because I have a fun story about that, because I also used to play MTG, because I can never have too many hobbies. Got some meta units for Space Marines to compete with some players with the Gladiator Lancer tank. Then I got swarms of Assault Marines because lulz, I like change. Yeah, exactly, exactly. You know, I when Custodies and Sisters of Silence first came out, I knew a whole bunch of people who bought the like combo box for them specifically to get the Custodies. And meanwhile, I was like, hey, can I buy all of those sisters that you're not going to build? And I built before it like when it was barely even supported, when it was just that little flimsy like floppy codex. I actually had a full like 1,000-point list of Sisters of Silence that I could run. It was fucking amazing. There were only 3 units plus the 1 tank in the entire army. But like bolters, flamers, and sword sisters plus a tank. And I also splashed in Saint Celestine because it was fun like that. It's just fun. It's just fun. Also, one of the most fun I've had painting a project. I don't remember if I've ever shown you my Sisters of Silence. But anyway, Reku. So I am very old school with MTG. Like, as in, I might still have some alpha cards in my collection, kind of a thing. So like my main deck that I played was a very meta Urza themed deck, pure colorless artifacts, themed very much around the, you know, the style of Urza. And it reached a point towards the end where I was also having to make some of those, let's just call them fuck you decks, because, you know, people were, again, trying to get into kind of a tournament mindset. For those of you who are not aware, this is not exactly doxing myself, but I live in the Orlando area IRL, and so if you know what Cool Stuff Games is, we had their main location within about 5 minutes of where I lived at the time. And that led to a lot of very tournament-minded people. And so I ended up making a blue deck that was just, I referred to it as No You Don't, because it was a third lands, and a third counters, and a third mills. And about half of the counters milled, and vice versa. Ooh, hello, PNG. Oh, yeah, thank you very much for becoming a follower. And yeah, it was a deck that was made entirely in response to people who were making it unfun for me to play, so I just didn't let them play the game. And on top of that, I had a way to combo it so that every player could only play 1 spell a turn, and I got a free counter every turn. You can imagine how this affected the other player's gameplay. I.e., it didn't let them do it. And yeah, like I said, that deck only came out when people were being absolute trolls to me. Because, yeah, if you're not going to let me have fun playing the game, I'm not going to let you have fun playing the game. I'm sorry. You know? Yeah. Haven't played in a few years, but I think Urzatron is an evergreen, strong, if not necessarily A tier archetype. Yeah, exactly, exactly. The problem with Urzatron was, with that Urza archetype, and what ultimately, like, initially made me step back from it, and before I realized, oh hey, I really wasn't having fun because of all these tournament players, was the fact that, like, for a while, Magic kind of abandoned the concept of colorless artifacts. Like, everything was at least blue, you know, and I'm just like, okay, but that's not a pure artifact then. Like, the whole point of Urza was that he didn't want to be affected by the natural parts of the lands, and that's why Urzatron became a thing for artifact decks. And so yeah, it was, I don't know, it made, like I said, it made me step away. And it's probably, again, for the better of my mental health that I did, because, yeah. But, yeah. And then, of course, WotC is being very much WotC at this point, so, like, I think the only Magic I've bought over the last couple of years was in, like, the newer Kanagawa set, or because like I really wanted to get some of their all art cards, but it was very like I pointedly only bought a couple of packs. I have zero interest in. Ooh, that's a nasty looking critter. In rejoining the tournament scene or the active play scene. Oh, okay. This is more where we're supposed to be going. Okay. There he is. Let's see if we can get around. Nope. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with that guy. Like that's just unavoidable, unfortunately. So let's You also get one of these. And how about one of these for me? Also, oh, nope, that's not what I needed to use. I needed to use. Nope, that's not it either. Surecast. A size? Was that it? Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Pardon, folks. I am still relearning this game. Thankfully, this says White Mage seems to have come back to me a little better than Red Mage did, because I am consistently dying over on my Red Mage. This ought to be close enough. We'll settle in for the long watch. That said, it should be prudent to keep your weapons in the ready in the event of a passing patrol stumbles upon us, or worse. Upon reconnoitering Castellum Veladina, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Ooh! It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Ooh, okay. Bored and came across your stream. Also on stream and do YouTube. Okay. Alright. Now see, here's the thing. If I believed for even a moment that you were an actual adult content creator, I would ask you some questions here. But I do not. Therefore, get blocked. Because this is spam behavior. So we are going to go ahead and report this person for spam. Spam, scam, bots, cyber tech. Yeah, it's just good old-fashioned spam. Started advertising off-site things. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, cool. There we go. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okay, folks. I guess we're gonna do the thing. Let's do the thing. Hopefully it won't take 4 hours.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father.
I always forget that he has that deep of a voice.
Where did it come from?
It's amazing.
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Relga's Reach.
Have a good one, Coleman. Hope you sleep well. I love that we just have comms. It's great.
Jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Water.
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Oh, did you just... Alright, have a good one. just love it when locals take the side of the oppressor.
Forward! Forward!
It's...
You've got no quarter!
Can I get a nickel? I mean, that was a sweet move.
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
Agreed.
You're no kin of mine!
Hmm. Well, this cannot stand. This does bring up one of the things that I found funny about the whole situation here, is because, like, at least my character's not in this scene, but, like, there are times where I am standing right there with the ability to revive the dead, and people just still die. And it's like, what? Hang on. Is there an opposite of plot armor? Like, your death is plot necessary? Ah, the golf tee bag. What is it actually called? Hot bags?
Stand aside, pilots. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
I thought that was the point.
Seven hells! It's him! Xenos!
The Viceroy! Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty.
Oof. Nice, nice. Thank you, Ishtola.
A magical barrier. Alas, it will not save you.
Hey, y'all, maybe move?
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Been on hold for 20 minutes. What do you want? Oh, oh. Oh. My timing on that could not have been worse. I apologize to that guy in particular.
Cryle!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
I guess we're just watching movies right now. Really.
The Imperials were all over us.
It's wait for
before we
silence.
realised
Oh,
what
it's a
was
bot.
happening.
Silence bot. Yep.
No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
I mean, hey, if I'm getting bots, at least that means that I'm,
Found it. If we lose the
pulling in
reach,
viewers, I
it'll all have
suppose.
been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall? Aye, sir.
places at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern.
One of the things that I always run into here is there every once in a while, like, a lot of these cutscenes feel like they need to tighten the editing up. And I don't know if it's just an issue of the cutscene is rendered for multiple languages and then they just, you know, they make the new dubbing fit as well as possible. But considering it's all in-engine, it feels like it would be easy enough to tighten up the timing in between lines a little bit, you know? I got through these cutscenes, and a lot of them linger in ways that are weird. Yeah, exactly. Like it's one of those, like, somebody says a line in a close-up, and then 1, 2, and like, yeah. God's helps everyone. They're killing everyone. Reinforcements, stragglers. Ooh, okay, hang on. Let me.
It's all over now.
No, it's not that one. Was it? Holy? Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, there we go. Holy. Holy diver. You're the sole survivor. You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Sorry, every time I use that spell, that's what pops in my brain. So let's go to here. Oh, okay. I feel like there's a standardized padding between dialogue and performance calls. Probably one of those things that they messed it this late in the game's life cycle. I'll probably have some unintended weirdness. Yeah. Oh yeah, spaghetti code is the worst. Everything is dependent on other things, and it is just awful. Hey, fucker. Back here. I feel like... Let's do this. Ooh, I'm in the piss. Okay, oh well. Where are we going to next, folks? Distance fighters. I'm looking for... Oh! There's another fight over here.
For the glory of the flames!
I have tiny legs! Please slow down. Hello, Toxan! Okay. Like they might be hiding other asset load unload calls, knowing they have X blocker. Oh, you know what? That's a fair point. That's also a fair point. All right, where is LSA and Kryle going next? Okay. Dee-ba-dee-dee-dee. Let's just go stand in the middle of this and just start casting holy. Oop, don't stand in the piss. I'm gonna go over here, see if I can get this guy in there too. Whew. A lot of particles. Yes, so we are towards the beginning of Stormblood. We have already been playing a little bit of it, but we are at the Assault on the Reach. One advantage to so much spaghetti code in Final Fantasy XIV is that it's utterly impossible for them to work with NFTs, no matter how much Squeenix CEOs want them. Hey, you know what? I had never considered that, but you are 100% right. Yeah, Roxanne, I have no idea how to gauge where I am in the story, short of looking up the quest list. But I know that we've already done a lot of things. Stormblood's your favorite expansion. Hey, fair enough, fair enough. We all have our favorites. Judging by the enemy level. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I am around level 60 right now. I'm also working on a couple of alt classes, but right now, White Mage is my main. What do you do with your pointy boots?
As you command, my lord.
Okay, also, I want to call out the fact that wearing long hair like that with armor like that would be an absolute fucking nightmare. You know how easy it would be to get your hair caught up in those pauldrons?
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
This guy. Yeah, this guy. Stormblood is when you first got into the raiding scene. It's your favorite music in raids. Hey, fair enough, fair enough. Like, this is the only game that I've ever actually enjoyed doing raids and dungeons in because of how good the community in it is. You still run into a couple of bad people here and there, but overall, very nice. Okay, so we're gonna size, and then I'm gonna hit you with one of these bad boys, and we're just gonna... and start alternating. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Give me something to remember.
Whoop. Oh, running time. Woo! Okay, you know what? I only have one target to go after right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my stronger, which is technically stone. Uh-oh. Hello, hello. Uh-oh. I feel like I don't need to be at the corners. That feels dangerous. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, come on! There's no way to not be in those. Oh my goodness. How in the heck? Oh my goodness. Where was I supposed to go there?
Don't
I'm not. You just have a ridiculous amount of health. Ow. Am I missing something in this fight? Am I supposed to be attacking the swords? Oh, okay. So attacking the swords lets me get out of some of his zones. Ow. Do you mind? Okay. Okay, that was a fight I was supposed to lose. I feel like Stormblood is where the team finally figured out the kind of boss and counter design and job flow they ultimately wanted. I would agree. Fucking Xenos. I just realized he's level 70. Yeah, that's... Okay, yeah. Stormblood seems to be a lot of people's favorite expansion. And fair enough. Uh-oh. Ow. Rude. Oh. Stormblood and Shadowbringer seem to be the faves. I can see that.
Pathetic.
Hey, I broke your sword. Which isn't to say they haven't refined or improved things since, but some of ARR, HW, non-story encounters feel downright weird by modern conventions. I'm okay with mixing things up, having the occasional weird gimmick fights, but it can really make roulettes brutal when folks don't know the tricks and just DPS go burr. Yeah, that's fair. I kind of wish I'd figured out that swords thing earlier, though, because I feel like I maybe would have done a little bit better, but at the same time, I don't know. Part of the reason why I chose White Mage as opposed to any of the other healer classes is because it does play well to my play level. Like, the ability to mostly just kind of stand still and go, okay, I cast a heal spell. Hooray, I'm gonna cast another heal spell. Get the fuck back. Boom. You know? And I know that there are more optimized ways to play that. But I am not a good gamer.
You all right, lass?
I mean, kinda. That Pride Mate taking a knock. Yeah, no.
There's no ordinary folk who best the likes of you.
I am curious if their visual update they'll be doing will actually affect these older scenes, since everything seems to be rendered, like, at the time in engine. I think it probably will,
Don't you die on me, Sheela!
but who knows, you know?
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Will I, Cryo?
Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Ooh, that'll be nice. I also appreciate that the director was like, hey, part of the reason we're doing this is to help our employees'
You're a healer, aren't you?
portfolios look better. Like, that's actually a really huge thing. Like, it's something we don't talk about outside the entertainment industry, but, like, even some of the best projects you've ever worked on can begin to look dated in a portfolio after a while, just because they're old. So having a mind towards that is actually really cool. Ooh, very cool.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Legitimate question: what facilities allow you to be better at healing magic? Some stuff won't be updated at 7.0. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise? Of course.
You know.
Hey, Mom! Look at this cool animal I found.
That's an adorable What is it?
These two
Can I
to us
keep
and look
it?
to be
No,
confident.
no, sweetie, you have to take that back outside. I'll be with you in just a second, hon. Basically, as soon as we get out of this cutscene, I'm going to go on break real quick, just to make sure that we don't end up with whatever that was living in Thorol's room. Or no, that was the Farland. Okay, embarrassing moment. Getting the two boys' names backwards is a really common thing for me, unfortunately. But anyway, I'll be right back, folks. Okay, welcome back, folks. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Critter has been escorted outside, where it shall be able to go about its business and not become yet another fixture in the Farland's room. Okay, let's see. Facilities for healing magic. Okay, now, to be fair, I have seen facilities for healing magic before, but usually it's more for, like, magical illnesses that are resistant to healing and things like that, not just battle wounds. You know what I mean? Now, I could see if you don't necessarily have the right spells to heal somebody, needing to take them to a better healer, or at least a differently styled healer, that might be a different thing. But facilities is weird. All started with the grapes. Love how they've utterly embraced what was an LOD glitch. Yes, 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 yes. I wish that they had actually made those grape stress management balls an actual like thing you could buy instead of just selling it at the having it at the convention. Hello, Keegan. Hello, hello. Yes, we are towards the start of Stormblood, and also let's see, since you are just arriving here, if you can get the coins in the slot. Nope. No luck. Mostly bounced off that time. Thank you, though. So we are at the point where... Yeah, there we are. We've just fought Xenos for the first time. You did well, Lynn. You saved lives no matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. Okay. Are we getting lag, or is it just that you changed your model a bit? First time I noticed it. Yes, 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 yes. Basically at the beginning of the month, I had a model update, and so let me just see if I can do a profile shot for you. I have my shelf now, basically, but you can also see kind of the roundness of the tum. Everything is properly supported, and there's a little bit of jiggle. Plus, as you can see, we've got a whole new menu thing going on. The unfortunate truth of, like, I have the title of the game is now automatically displayed based on what I have it set to, what my category set to on Twitch. Final Fantasy XIV Online is a little bit big for the text area, so you know that's the one downside of that. Long work meeting starting up, gonna have to hop off. Enjoy MSQ. Oh yeah, will do. We'll welcome you back if you can. If not, then we will see you next time, Reku. See to the wounded, then. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Not a great feeling. Am I just supposed to talk to people? Sun is done, the dead are dead. All I can do is feed the living and pray it helps them grow stronger. Should go back to Final Fantasy XIV one day, stopping the Stormblood after clearing the first big region. The story's always so good. Bastards paid no heed to whether or not the men they slaughtered were armed. Some of the sutlers, damn it all. Ooh, actually, hang on. Gladiator arms. Hachi, Mangosh. Okay, nope. Oh wait, I'm not on my red mage right now. I'm on my white mage. Okay. Ooh, okay. Should probably go ahead and do those repairs just because it's a good idea. Oh, okay. People I'm supposed to talk to do actually have a thing over them. Ooh. Mefred lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm, which you take for safekeeping. It was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You best take it to Conrad. Oof. Would it be faster to traverse with a mount? Yes, but I'm kind of having respect for the moment here. But yeah, the reason I'm streaming on Wednesdays at this point, Keegan, is specifically to get through the MSQ over the summer, because I have a lot more extra time right now, and so I figured this would be a good thing to like kind of continue my streaming a little more regularly with something that's not quite as mentally intense as my normal tactics games. So Wednesdays are now Final Fantasy Wednesdays for me. Nago, Methrid, where are you? Oof. Ooh, this is gonna feel bad. This is... He's dead, isn't he? Manfred was a worrier, actually, always thinking about others before himself. He once had Imperial Patrol chase him nigh on 20 malms. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though they only made him worry more. Did you know he sent his men to Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. Oof. That's exactly the kind of man who should be a leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive, not an old fool who's all used up. Oh, Conrad. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls. In the heat of battle, we can but do our best, as he did. Manfred will be sorely missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now will live who otherwise would not, and they need us now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him is all. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That feels inappropriately jaunty right now, game. Talk to Pippin. Little short king over here. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. We cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rhalgr's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by Chocobo carriage. Agreed? Yep. Good. I shall oversee the preparations of the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might be useful during our journey. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but the process demands my undivided attention. Yeah, that's fair. You are actively treating patients. I understand. Oh, this is a mood. Having to climb up on tables to get stuff. It's like, it's right there. I can see it, but... Yay, stairs. Well, the only time in my life I'll say yay, stairs, but you know. That's what it is. Marshal Tarpin said that you might have something for me. Yep. There you go. 12 be praised. This should be the driver's hearts. Put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Ishtola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Kryle. I'll walk alongside. They need protection in case of Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. See you at the wall when it's finished. Fair enough, fair enough. As you wish. Let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. Yeah? To Castrum Oriens. For a second there, it looked like I had built the quest. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this state, we'll not be mounting an assault on Castellum Villadina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. First, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you at Castrum Oriens. Understood. You'll go and speak with General Alden. Blah, 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 blah. Names are hard, y'all. Ben has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightaways to Specula Imperatoris after quitting this place. 'Twould seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives, having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, there is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to the Castrum Oriens. We can discuss our path moving forwards there. I could have sworn Raban was dead. Maybe that was Mefrit, and I got the two of them mixed up. Let's go to there. And let's just go ahead and teleport, because why not? It is a relaxed day, but at the same time, that does mean that I am a little bit yawny. Ooh. Kryle is with Ishtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryle says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen. When the Skull's commander cut down Mefrid, a single blow, and that was it. Okay, so yeah, Mefrid was the one who died. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And you know what the worst part is? It wasn't Garlean who did it, it was Alamegan. Yep, joiners are the worst. Gods help me, if I ever... Well, no, not now. I must focus on the living. I'm filling that last part in because I didn't actually read it. Oh, Lise. I guess that should have been... Oh, Lise. But still. Sight reading all of this, so, you know, forgive me.
For the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, Many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours. And for that, we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us.
I had to grab
We've lost
something.
too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
That's fair, my guy.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Mm-hmm.
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children, our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
They chose their side.
When Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. God help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact,
Good to
Doma
know.
remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
Yep. You always have a plan, Alphino.
Well, to put it simply, we have one legatus overseeing two provinces a world apart. I say we divide and conquer. We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on two fronts.
Hey, it could work.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. Make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
This has no implications to current world events whatsoever. Draw your own conclusions. It goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government, here or anywhere else. And I am quite certain the same can be said for the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task, and as Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we will free from imperial oppression. Whom we will free. Yeah. Ooh, gained a level. Contact you, Demon Brick. Get over to Alice. Where men go as one, there is life. Where there is life, there is cause for hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Othard is not exactly over the river and through the woods. I'm one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather, Tataru is. But before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make the journey together, someone will need to remain and serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain. Very well, issue addressed. I love Kryle. She's still a sore spot because of who she replaced. I suppose, would you be willing to look after Y'shtola? Yes, Alphino, I would. You see? That wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift. You need to return with a gift. Translation. I wouldn't dream of it. Right then. Sister, Lynn, Lise, gather your things. We're head for Limsa Limosa. Limsa Limosa. Lots of mimosas. Anyway. Let's just do the time warp again. Lower decks. Bada bam. Okay. Limsa Lominsa. There we go. That's the name. There we go. I was also realizing that I was slightly off screen. Let's go to the upper decks. I also don't know why the Demon Brick is my very favorite companion. Couldn't tell you. I just think it's adorable. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had the time of day up here. Oh wait, where am I? There we go. Okay. Ari should be here any moment with our ship's captain. Is it going to be Sid? So we're going by sea after all. Is Merle vibe lending us anything? Not exactly. You are right in as much as we will be traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves. Okay, fair. To say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. Also fair. but then it is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one option. Ah, speak of the devil. Hello, Tataru! Sorry for keeping you waiting. May I present with you Captain Caravalian, Kraken's Arms. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. You think that Tataru isn't regularly making deals with pirates. Greetings and salutations, Scions. Take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement? Not at all, Captain. I pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of the Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. Oh, but where was I? Oh yes, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from God's-fearing merchants out on the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage with is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by the indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I for one think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul has come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir of House Durandare vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Tataru, you genius. Truly a tragedy for the ages and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide by the capricious whims of fate and willing to oblige you this once. Yes. Tataru being awesome. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Dome itself. I can take you only as far as Kuragane and Hinashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you use that time wisely. I love how everybody's just like, I don't know how she does it. It's blackmail. Tataru is a blackmailer. She's amazing at it. Using it in all the right places. Suddenly, all those hours Tataru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Night seem rather better spent, do they not? Said I had intended to press the point more obliquely, but there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Cavalaine squirm. I mean, that's how she has her fun, my guy. I say we should heed the captain's advice, and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tataru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alice, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief your Andrew on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with him. What of Lynn and Lise? I'd like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll, speak with our Doman allies, and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we'll reconvene here at the ferry docks and agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go then. Where is that going to be? Revenant's Toll. Oh, okay, it's over in Mordona. Right. And let's just go ahead and teleport. I've left a sanctuary. I've entered a sanctuary. It's good music. Oh, that's a cool mount. I love that. Well, here we are. We need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll go ask around the House of Splendors. You take the Rising Stones. I'll meet you right here afterwards. Got it? Okie dokie. Whoa. Ah, hello, Yoshi P. I mean... Wandering Minstrel. Last, in muted agony have I lingered, longing to hear the hero herself speak of the epic deeds in Ishgard and beyond. Frozen tundra you braved, and into the vaults of the heavens you ascended. To a sacred peak, both temple and tomb, to a ruined city reborn and resettled. The citadel of the ancients you ventured, parting the misty veil of millennia. Pretty sure these are just side quest things, but still. The journey made by you and your companions has made its mark upon the stars, and I would hear the tale of its entirety. Your words have worked a miracle upon my melancholy heart. New verses arise unbidden, and threaten to spill from my lips. My harp! I must have my harp! Song of war twixt worm and man, some 1,000 years ago began. When more... Oh, I'm getting real behind. He is chugging through that. Is this law for woe or weal? Did holy will meet righteous steel? What say you? Have I captured the spirit of your triumph? Pray forgive my small liberties I may have taken with the details. One cannot evoke the proper picture of your glory without a certain measure of embellishment. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Minstrel's Ballad, Thoradin's Reign, now accessible. Okay. And let's go ahead and finish that second one as well, since we're standing here. Subsisted on the scraps of travelers, all but wasting away whilst I awaited the full repast that only you can provide. They say you brought an end to 1,000 years of war, but the great worm Nidhogg shall no more darken the skies of Ishgard. But the dragon's song must have a final verse. I beg of you, feed me every morsel. I shall devour every sight, every sound, every blow that you landed upon his scaly hide. I mean, I mostly just healed people and bonked him with my stick. What glorious fare, brother set against brother, a fallen companion saved. I am revived and restored, my fingers ache to strum the score. Let's see if I can keep up this time. Eternal is a dragon's woe, and seething doth his anguish flow, yet for the walls of Ishgard high, against blood did harass Falgars fly. Eternal is a dragon's rage, dread Nidhogg's wrath did span an age, yet by his hated brother's eye did light quell shade and almost got there. But again, he is strumming way slower than they expect you to be reading that. What say you? Does your blood not quicken? One might accuse the language of being overly flowery, but epic deeds demand epic depictations. Do you not agree? Nidhogg's Rage, now accessible. Hooray! I'm resisting the urge to start another thing. Wait, okay, so it is in there. Oh, right, it's in... Thank you for your patience, folks, as I am silly. can't do triple triad in this area? Bullshit. I want to gamble. Not really. Hello. Greetings, then. What brings you to the toll this day? What? You're for Doma? Heavens, you Scions have shown us naught but kindness. Never in our wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight our homeland. 25 years we suffered under their tyranny, and then we spied an opportunity. The Emperor, dead, Garlemald in chaos. It seemed the time was right. Beneath our Lord's banner? Almost said laird. Can you... between our Lord's banner... Beneath our Lord's banners, even, we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation, but when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. Oof. Yeet. Okay. You're truly planning to travel to Doma? I do not know what to say. Forgive me. I shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land, nestled on the eastern coast of Othard. Along the banks of the One River, our nation thrived, proud and free until the Garleans came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish. Travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. Ah, there he is. What is it, friend? You look as if you have something to ask. That you go to join Yugiri and Gosetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We of the Nagai clan have served Doma faithlessly, faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of men in Magitech. To think that it was once the shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of dear Lord Cayenne, has become a den for Garlean dogs. Oof. Like, I'm gonna try and not orient myself around L5R, because that's my favorite fantasy version of, like, Japanese culture. It's L5, so Legend of the Five Rings, if you're not aware of it, is, like, it is to Japanese culture what, like, King Arthur is to English culture. Like, not that it was created by the Japanese, but I mean, like, it takes a very, highly mythologized version of it. Like, it bears almost no resemblance to actual Japanese culture in any way, shape, or form. It's just uses some of the tropes that we associate with samurai stuff and then like magnifies them to a mythological level. So it's one of those like, yeah, don't ever expect that to be anything like reality, but it's a lot of fun nonetheless. Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting? The older domans I spoke with tried to teach me about the Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eorzeans can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially Ishgardians, but anyway. Did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard, actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was a load of stupid old... Wait, Wow, what you learned sounds a lot more useful. Unless someone invites us to dinner, of course. I hope they do. Dinner would be nice. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and pick up Paladin trousers. Ooh, losing that plus 60 spell speed is not cool, so I'll probably go for the red mage stuff instead. No point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Liminsa. Alpha Node said to meet... Oh.
Mom, have you seen Mr. Grumbles?
Wait, your skunk? Wait, where'd you lose her?
Can you help me find her?
I mean, of course, but... Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go help LaFarlin find Skunk, because I guess when we sent out that critter earlier, he decided that he was gonna play with her instead. Okay. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes, folks. Mr. Grumbles, where are you? In here? Hello? Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's continue on from where we left off. Also, problem solved. Mr. Grumbles was just under his bed. Like, had kind of squished herself into a back corner where she couldn't be seen. Apparently she did not like whatever little fuzzy critter he'd brought in before. And thank you for the welcome back, Toxan. Oh, by the by, do you have any... You've been doing more work on that model you showed off? Or at least the basis you showed off the other day? It looked like you had a couple of forms in there planned for that. Excuse me. Nothing so far. You're working on a commission, and then once you're done, you can get back to personal stuff. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I understand. The commission is because you did so well in your Torion practice. Ooh, hey, fair enough, fair enough. You returned, Lynn. I trust you learned much about from our Dome and friends in Revenant's Toll. Eager to hear all, though that can wait until we've left port. Have enough time to talk on our journey to Kurgane. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. As done as we will be. All set, lass? I'll see you to the ship if so. Yep. Lord the Misery. Great. This doesn't have any sort of negative aspersions about it.
Be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
We'll miss his original voice.
Riange, tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import.
Looks like it got a little bit of damage in there.
The sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Interesting.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
A parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
Look how chunky those stones look.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
Oh my. Oh, a knife. I mean, well, okay, if that's your love language. Oh, it's sword. Oh, ooh.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding.
Ooh.
So this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Very cool.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Wouldn't exactly call that a rapier, but okay.
Say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
Fair, fair.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others, and take care.
So formal. Yeah, see, there's some damage going on the front of the ship there. Or at least there's stuff poking through the geometry. I'm gonna read it as damage, because that feels more kind. Ding ding. Bye, 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 goodbye. Waves a flag. Wait, what is this, Fire Emblem? Arlene Empire. Ooh.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Oh, we get to sleep on couches. Great. Those are comfy. Oh, we gonna get a light flicker? Yep. There we go.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You need it on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds
Guilty.
died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Intercontinental travel is much more difficult when you don't have a yellow brick road to follow.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh,
Like birds.
if you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
Also, if you've not actually read the original Oz stories that the movie and then the play and the musical and all that were based on, please do so, because they are immensely more messed up than you know. That entire world is wild. Yes, hello, Enigmas. So tiny. So potato. Oh. Hey, where's my brick? Give me my brick. I love how stompy the Lalafell are. Like, they just stomp, 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 stomp. In high school, for some reason, my teacher thought it was a good idea at some point to make us watch Return to Oz. Return to Oz is actually probably closer to the original books, which is saying something. No, as the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the Misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the cerulean engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. That's the vibe I get. It was very freaky. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them. Things the lads saw. Things. I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt Something more descriptive, an adjective perhaps? Sea wolf superstitions and fairy tales, not more. But if you must know, the things which he is so reticent to name are the souls of deceased women who said to lure sailors to their deaths. There is a siren song in the Hades 2 soundtrack, and I love it, but I'll come back to that later. Yes, indeed. It is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible. It's probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren or something. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse: to let the current take us where it will, and deal with whatever we find there. Yes, I do remember that mini-series. It was cool. What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I am beginning to like you, girl. Once we arrive at our destination, my crew shall remain with the ship to defend it while we venture forth to deal with the cause of our troubles. And it's settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. Sure will. The siren song C. They're just gonna jump off the back of the ship. Insufficient. Yeah, insufficient item level. What? Item level 240 required. Hang on. That's the one I want. What's the item level? How do I not have item level 240 already? Okay, that would boost my item level, but I'm gonna lose a serious amount of piety in doing it. I guess. 235. You know, that would bring my item level down. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bo. Oh. Okay, this'll bring my spell speed down, but it will boost my item level. I guess I need to do it. Let's see, we already looked at that. Headwear. Or necklace, I guess you should say. Okay, the one I'm wearing is already at level 240. Okay, already 240. Okay, so this one is the... Oh, wow. That's causing some problems. Spell speed... Let's... Okay, I'm getting Piety, Mind, Vitality, and Critical out of it. Alright, so I'm going to lose some of my Piety, but this will at least bump my class level. I know, riveting content right now, folks. I thank you for your understanding. Okay, well, that gets me up to the proper item level, at least. There we go. Two, I swore I was the only person who enjoyed it. So maybe I knew too many negative people at the time. That's to be fair, I think a lot of people went into that series thinking it was going to be bright and cheery and Wizard of Ozzy. So very bright Technicolor and all that sort of stuff. They didn't expect the darkness of it. And the darkness of it really did, like I said, lean into some of the original story a lot more. Because, like, the Tin Man being, like, a full-blown human who was just, you know, turned into something else. Oh my goodness. And then the fact that there were, like, there were a separate group of actually, like, fully, or at least partially mechanical people, was a huge part of the original Oz stories. One or more party members new to the studio, bonus will be awarded for swift completion of the objectives. Okay. Guess I'm just gonna size. Then... articles on the screen. What's my health at? It's not doing too bad. Okay, this concept for banshees is wild to me. Like, they're gorgeous, don't get me wrong. But it's such a huge departure. Hey, watch out, there's more of them. Hey, let's go ahead and start dealing with that nonsense. I thought that making Tin Man a cop was an interesting choice, and also, haha, see. Exactly. I don't remember, like, I think that wasn't part of the Tin Man's original story, but it was still close enough that, like, it felt right to me, you know? Production of the film was very destructive to the actors. Oh my goodness, yes it was. Oh, I should absolutely be healing. That's kind of my job. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the production of that film was a little bit cursed. I went ahead, brace for impact. Ooh. Impact achieved, I suppose. On greet our hosts. I'm assuming this is where we're supposed to go. Yeah, no, that's fair, that's fair. Lion couldn't go to the bathroom, Tin Man almost died, Dorothy was on speed, yeah. The witch broke her leg. And if I recall correctly, also there was like a fire that broke out at some point and somebody got really seriously burned. Like, Dorothy being on speed was a really unfortunately common thing, not because she chose to be, but because the people in charge of the studio were basically using drugs to control her and a whole bunch of other stars at the time, particularly young women. It was a really horrifically common thing in that period. It's part of the reason why the... oh, that's not what I meant to use, but that's fine. It was a horrifically common tactic back then, and part of the reason why the whole studio system really fell apart, and why it became such a thing to unionize and bring in like actual protections for the workers and things like that. Because yeah, it was not a good time. But that's also why the blacklists ended up being a thing, because like as soon as the actors and the technicians started trying to protect themselves, oh, hello. They fought, the studio executives fought back by saying, oh, well, you know, you must be communists, and we all hate communists, because at the time the Cold War was a thing and all that. Holy diver, soul survivor. All that fun stuff. So yeah, it's... once again, the villain is capitalism. Wait, I'm the target? Oh no! Wait. Oh, come on! Okay, what was I supposed to do there? What, you want rights? What are you, a commie? Yeah, which is great, because, like, we also now talk about the fact that, like, oh, the communists take people's rights away. And then we take people's rights away, and... You can see the reason why I have a problem with those sorts of folks. Yeah, but seriously, what was I not supposed to, what was I supposed to do there? Solar... Oh, there's... okay. I suppose the answer is, you know, don't pull... Whoop. Mace is about to get hit real hard. And I've just remembered that I can use my F keys to switch between my allies. Whoop. Uh-oh. Get out of the piss puddles, everyone. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, come on. Wait, why am I... Okay, come on. I might get Pellicle going too far in any direction, but it seems like a mistake to me. Balance seems like the best approach. See, here's the thing. I try not to get too political on stream because we are here to have a good time, but the mere act of existence is politics because of people's differing feelings and things like that. And I wish I could say that balance is the best way to go, because in a truly logical world, balance would be the best way to go. But there are a number of political stances these days that are inherently off balance. Like, taking people's rights away is not a balanced political stance to take. And yet people will say, oh, well, meet me in the middle. And it's like, okay, but you've taken so many steps back away from the middle that meeting you in what would be now considered the middle is going super far in the wrong direction. And, like, that's where the discussion gets really hairy. Yeah. Okay, so I get to make this a fairly, I don't want to say boring fight, but I have to be careful not to pull aggro, because I am clearly pulling way too much aggro. What? Oh! Okay, so the key here is to make sure that we're not separated. So the fewer people who are in that spot, the more damage those people are going to take. Okay. That makes more sense now. Oh. Do. Oh, come on, everybody. Personal freedom. If your personal freedom infringed on somebody else's, then that's not freedom. Exactly. Like, if what you are choosing to do harms somebody else, that is not free. Oh, run this ways. And run this back this ways. Okay. Okay, we got there in the end. Just had to kind of brute force my way through the fight, unfortunately, but that's what it is, I suppose. Ghost Bracelet of Casting. Okay, I can't even add that right now. Gorgeous view. Handfuls of moth scales. What do those do? Oh, it's a crafting material. Okay. Yee, thank you. Do. Okay. That is a weird critter. Manta ray octa-ray? Octopus? Rayapus. That sounds filthy. I guess I don't need to cure him. He's gonna heal up. Whoop. Got some treasure coffers. Ooh, choker. That I also can't wear, at least not on this class. The Jane Guy. Holy diver, you're the sole survivor. You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, hello. There we go. Anything up here? Any more treasure chests? No? Okay. Oh, this gentleman looks hard. The governor. Governator. Hey, fucko. Closer so that we can actually like hit him with the holy. Size everyone. Whoop, excuse. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ow. Rude.
Let's give them a show.
No. Yee, there we go. There we go. May the dead know peace. Nice. Ooh, another treasure coffer. Ghost Baroque Bark. Hood of Scouting. Rogues and Ninjas. Okay, neither classes that I have. Like, I know that these enemies are at my level, but, like, I feel like we should be taking them down a little bit faster.
Here it comes.
A little too far away. Come on. Oh! Well, I guess we're doing all of them then. Oh. Just do. Which is this cure potency 700, cure potency 700. Oh, okay. Okay. We got another treasure coffer over here. I appreciate that they've gotten better about locating those treasure coffers. Because, like, there were a few places in those early dungeons where you really had, like, inconveniently had to go out of your way. It wasn't just an, oh, hey, you have to have good eyes for this. It was, no, you need to track down, like, a really weird location. Okay.
I hate to interrupt your stream, my little flower.
Hello.
But there's a customer issue out front.
Is this a complaint or what? Like, is it a billing
Just
thing?
the former.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to find a place where I can take a rest. And I do not like being in the middle of a dungeon when I have to go and take a break, but here we are. Oh. And then let's hope that it won't, like, DC me once I finish this combat. Okay, let's go to this treasure coffer, and then we'll take our break. And I'll jiggle my mouse every once in a while if I can. BRB. Okay, so let's see what's going on out here. welcome back. Thank you very much for your patience, folks. We just had a rep from the Broken Hill Company drop by and wanted to say hello and all that sort of fun stuff, so, you know, had to take care of that myself. Oh, is that another Baroque choker of aiming? Okay. I guess. Getting a lot of repeats and stuff I can't use this time around, which is a little bit rude of the system. Ooh, ghosty goo. Alright, let's go ahead. Ooh, don't stand in this puddle. Also, I think that was the first time V has shown up as part of that. And that was my husband V. Oop, that's not who I wanted to heal. I wanted to heal Arvalane. Oop. Let's start. Holy. Holy, please. Let's refresh arrow. Whoop, did he go down? Yep, going down, just being dramatic about it. Alright, I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds for a size to come back up, just in case. Well, I don't need to pop it right off the rip. Ooh. Mapping the realm, the ship graveyard. Okay, terrifying, but also beautiful. I love that her head is floating as a separate entity. That's cool looking. Ooh, okay, alright. I don't know what instrument that is. It's not a sitar, I don't think, but like that was an interesting little bing, bring, boom. Ow, ow, ow. Rude, madam. Now we'll size. Okay, so the forced march is going to force you to march forward, I guess. So I need to aim in a direction that's not going to result in me walking into a puddle in the future. Really? Okay, I must be missing something here. Like, there must be a mechanic of some sort that I'm missing in this fight. With this bottle. get force marched. Oop, okay, nice. Okay, I managed to avoid it that time. Oof, we got there, folks. We got there. Or at least phase 1, maybe? Wild that that thing had a separate head. Na 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 na. Glad you could join us, Alpha now. Yeah, no, I don't have any jobs that could use those. Alright, well, that was a thing. Ah, well. I don't know why my eyes were, like, way rolled back in my skull for a second here.
That appears to be the last of them.
Hmm.
Word from the Misery. Repairs are complete, and we may resume our journey without further delay.
Ooh, delightful.
I swear, if I never hear another ghost story, it will be too soon.
Yeah, valid. Good bongo work in that last one. But seriously, am I wrong for like seeing this and being like, oh, it's like every Fire Emblem opening ever when we get educated about the world that this Fire Emblem is taking place in? Nope.
I remember the
Sitting up.
The smell of the salt and the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugane.
Ooh. Now this area is gorgeous.
Open to outsiders in Hingashi, across the Ruby Sea from Offa, from Dome.
Public displays of affection.
All the peoples of the world, all in one place. I wish you could have seen it.
Congratulations, you now stand in Kugane, the western port of Hingashi. Regrettably, the only port in this nation open to foreign trade. Oh, and I do apologize for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. Oh. Okay. Well, that's not what I meant to click, but okay. Despite traveling halfway around the world, Alpha now has no mood for taking the sights. Is in no mood to take in the sights, I should say. Glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you that we are far away from home and with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. Captain Carvalane, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Kugane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Othard were you in our position. At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there's a kind and generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first traveler seeking passage to Doma. The captain makes a good point. 'Tis like that Yugiri and Gosetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Othard, assuming they're not still here. Well, there we seek passage, mayhap something. Leave it to me, Alphino. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. Captain Carvalane, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in that large building just beyond the pier. Whether your journeys have come to an end or are about to begin, Shiokaze Hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect, or so they say. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. Yeah, fair enough. The spice trade, you mean? Oh, but of course! Surely you do not think I traveled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of our hearts. Or of my heart, anyway. Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over and keep you. I appreciate how formal and polite people are when talking about, these sorts of things, because it's way too common to do a trope of like, oh, I'm angry because I'm doing illegal things. Well, like, no, if I know and I haven't turned you in, like, there's a reason for that, Not all laws are just laws. Now, granted, I'm not saying he should be, necessarily killing merchants, but also at the same time, I can imagine a couple of cases where that might not be a bad thing. Like as many merchants as I've met through the years who underpay their folks and gather riches by selling things at inflated prices, but anyway, I digress.
Remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Yeah, get him, Tataru.
1,000 pardons, my lady. The signs of the 7th dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugane and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Neat.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
I've forgotten who this guy is, clearly.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
Wait, was this the guy who tried to take out the,
If you are trying to win my
princess?
Trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you?
Yes, clearly.
Again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. It would be decidedly reckless to say any more.
It was certainly a choice to make his glasses lenses solid.
Crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why you should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Well, there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire.
Ooh, I love those battle turtles up there.
A difficult relationship.
To paraphrase, Kugani is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say
that's how it always goes.
On the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do a little bit of backroom dealing. And you must be Linor Thalas, Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants, if some of the more puzzling true rumors are to be believed. I knew it. May I say what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, my lady. I just know you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit in our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks on the way. Ooh, okay. If you would be so kind as to follow me. Okay, I thought we were actually going to get a tour of the city there for a second. Anything up there? There's a door, there's another door. Does this one lead anywhere? Ooh, there's sliding doors too. Whole market down here. Okay, I'll have to explore this later on my own. For now, I feel like I should go back to it looked like there was a transport. They weren't chocobos, they were like giant hawks or something. Yes, I know that's where I'm going to be completing my thing. The hunt board? Who's this, Monster Hunter? I'm sure they've done a crossover with that at some point. Falcon Porters. Okay, that's what I was seeing earlier. Good day. Do you wish to hire a Falcon Porter? Say, is this your first visit to the shop? In that case, I shall add your name to our register for future ease of travel. Here we go. Okay. Not like the cut of this man's jib, not one bit. Everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You're now standing in Encanto, Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the aetheryte which stands over yonder. The design is remarkably different from those of Charlayan, yet I trust its function is identical. A diplomat and a scholar, well, wonders never cease. Far Eastern aetheryte technologies have a long and storied tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed by the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you'll find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. Attune, if you like. Shall. Wow, again, just nothing there for me. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day at the aetheryte. Come, let us move along, the markets are next. So we are getting a tour, just not in the way that I was expecting. Which is honestly probably for the best, because I was entirely expecting to have to, like, do an escort mission for this tour. But this way I get to do it kind of at my own pace, which is nice. We've arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane, Kugane Dori. Love the aesthetic. Absolutely gorgeous. Kugane, as you are doubtless aware, is an ancient Hindian word for gold. So in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or kogane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Yep. I follow that. And now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh, a kindred spirit. What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-earned coin. Hancock of the East Aldenar Trading Company. You are with clients today? Why, if it isn't Master Katen. Pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Katen of the Hakuuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean guild will be most welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. I expect this is where the housing for this expansion is located. Arms, armor, foodstuff, potables, here you'll find them all and more. Okay, we'll definitely want to attune to that little aetheryte right there to get on the Ethernet. Oh, or not. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to Ijin-gai, a district in which Ijin, or foreigners, are allowed to live. Ah, yep, there it is. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical alterations, after all, such matters being strictly forbidden. Sekisegumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I've seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they're executed on the spot. Oh, good! Cut down then and there, you're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. I recall one instance when a foreign merchant and his cups dared lay hands upon a Hinjin aristocrat in front of the Sekai Sugumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. Wow. I didn't even want to think about that. So, as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves, in the manner of the late Teleji. Yeah, terrible humor, my guy. Terrible. At least be a little more reserved with that laugh. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. Yeah. No. Like, big surprise, my guys. He's awful. Let's go up this a ways. At the very least, they're taking us in a direction that allows us to activate the Ethernet shards. This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the entrance. Are their uniforms not different from those you've seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you'd find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah, Gladiator and Paladin is basically the only thing that I've got. Mage. Ooh, okay, there we go. There's oh so much more I could speak of. Soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district. Ooh, yeah, that's my kind of jam. But you are doubtless still weary from our long sea voyage. Let us retire to the company offices. I'm gonna get that Ethernet first. Ooh, maybe that one too. No reason not to, you know? Now, will these doors open when I approach them? Yes, they will. Excellent. Ooh, that is a gorgeous ship. Now, is it under repairs? Does it have a head that it's going to have attached to the front of it? Later, who knows? Something to think about, though. I love the infinitely spinning top aesthetic this thing has going on. Oh, I'm being absolutely tuneless. I don't know this song at all. Curious about what group those people are here from. And we know those are the Garleans. Maybe Ishgard? Long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present you our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I'll refrain from further prattle. Come, come, they're right this way. Oh! Sorry, I don't know
Our
why.
thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you
Name
may
drop.
speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests.
Oh, really?
That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Auri Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai?
Rugadan?
To know that
I thought it was Rogadan.
To Kugani.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map. We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy.
Why is it always the Confederacy that causes problems?
Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory.
So an extortion racket.
As I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire.
Okay, but is paying the toll really recognizing their authority?
Hingashi severed ties with these toll takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe.
Alright, I guess.
Prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
Yeah, that is how that would work.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I am told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves.
Agreed.
We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
Sounds good to me.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
I should hope so. Hate that smile. I'm reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt. We must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. Let's see. Okay, this one, again, we would lose that spell speed, but let's go ahead and grab it and compare it to the other ring that we've got on. So we've also got this one on, which also deals in spell speed. Does not have piety. Hang on, which one's the lower? Okay, Vitality 39, Vitality 40, Mind 42, Mind 43. This one has higher spell speed. Why does this one get higher item level even though it has lower spell speed? Okay, well, whatever. Wait. Wait, where... Oh, it was a bracelet. Oh. I thought that was a ring for some reason. Trades the spell speed for critical hit. I guess that's about... okay, well... yeah, I guess. Ooh, a gift. Alphino is a man with a plan. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what you got, Alphino. It would seem inefficient for us to venture out together in search of information about Yugiri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up, and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tatari would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. Yay! I love her dress. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning...
Looks like gross bug inside again.
Does he still have it in the jar, or did he let it out?
It's in a jar, but Lynn's looking at it like it's candy.
Okay, thank you, Dare. Alright, I'm gonna finish up this scene and then I'll be right back. Ooh, that's a gorgeous piece of art. You should have warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They definitely come in handy. Looks like it's you and me, Lynn. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Okay, will do. Love LaFarlin. I love the Toro as well. Both of those boys need to, like, they have a fascination with animals and bugs and all those sorts of things. So, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make sure that the littlest one is not eating the bug. Alright, where do you get off to? Okay, well, that's always an adventure. I am glad that he doesn't just, like, bring them in by hand anymore, but... oh well. Okay, let's speak with Lise. Wow, Alphino's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself. I mean, that's less of a sketch and more of almost a finished piece. You view Alphino's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Hmm. Okay, key items. Like, that's gorgeous. It's more like them than they do. Honestly, he could make a living doing this. Sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the onsen? Onsen? That was it. Oh, no. I need to cross the bridge over here. Learning my way around a new city is going to be fun. At least until I get all of the Ethernet things activated. I think I already did this one. Yes, I did. Okay. This is a very steep bridge. Like, my legs hurt just looking at it. Like, you know that muscle that's on the front side of your leg? It's not the calf muscle, not the back one. But, like, the one that actually, like lets you flex your toes. Feel awful going up that. I mean, I guess it would be good for your calves, though. Go ahead and attune to the place. Hello, just being nosy. Let's go down here and get this next one. Did I get the one that's down here? I think so. I mean, if nothing else, I can always just jump back to there and then go grab that quickly. That'll be a later problem. Must be up there, right? Oh. One more? There you are. Come one, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There's not the mystical waters of Bokai-sen hot springs cannot heal. What is that in your hand? Oh, I don't like that door closing behind me. You seek this Auran Rogadin, do you? 1,000 apologies, but I can't help you. It's against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons past or present. I mean, that's fair. We came all the way from Eorzea to find our friends, though. We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Seki Segumi may demand otherwise. I'm sorry, but there's not I can do. Well, we'll just have to go get the cops, I guess. What about the woman who runs the hostelry? Tokaze, was it? Thank you very much. Well, thank you for doing what you can, at the very least. May not have been able to provide much good information, but it's something. Oh, okay. And now I get to actually, like, use the Ethernet. Okay, that's the one that I don't have yet. So we'll just do this. And before going and completing that, I'll go ahead and get the last Ethernet shard. It's down there? It is down there. Eat? Okay. Today's stream has been a lot of up and down. Like, we've had a few moments that were very energetic, but then a lot of moments that are just very down. You've attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Kurigane. Airship landing is now accessible as an Ethernet destination. Neat. Exploring this new city is beautiful. Also very chill, you know? Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. I'm afraid not. Not right now, anyway. A lot of people in this area seem to have problems in one eye. Maori nobleman, shinobi, and a Rogan samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with a few of my own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea, the doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet? I see. And you are familiar in the ways of Hingashi? How we elected to stand apart and support no cause but our own. Indifferent and callous, some may call us, but pragmatism is essential in a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Ijin. And we are equally hospitable to all. Or if I may speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, you must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? Yeah, that's fair. If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wish. The two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. You know what? Very fair and even-handed. I'll provide you with the names of the captains if you like. Mistress Kotakaze, you've been a great help. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet here when we're finished. Alright? Good luck. Let's see. Oh, where are we heading? Is that up Pier 1? Or across to Pier 1, I should say. Oh, it's gonna be an uphill. Boo! Boo! Boo. Went the wrong way. You know that bridge that I crossed earlier and I was like, oh, I should probably come back to this later. Or maybe I just mumbled that part, but... In any case, we're gonna cross that bridge now. See, this is a much more pleasant angle for a bridge. The other one was just way too tall. The short pier? What? Dude. Eastern Merchant, Susano, Sosogo, Sekitai. Hurt Captain. Okay. I'll be rude, but okay. Yes, a rugged gentleman did approach me, but he wanted to charter a vessel to take him across the Ruby Sea to Mad Devil. I sent him away, like all the others before him. The woman? Nay, I know her not. You ask me if I've seen this Auri woman and the Rogadin samurai? The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was from Fordoma, but I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Radz-at-Han. Radz-at-Han. Be an unreasonable detour. Right, fair enough. I guess. There's the third one. Maybe upstairs? Maybe downstairs. Oh, can't be downstairs. Maybe over here. Ah, there we are. Meticulous Merchant. Passengers? No, we no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now we only transport goods. I told the samurai and sent him on his way. Woman? Ha! That is women you seek. Pleasure houses have plenty. Rude. Like, you're not wrong. He's not wrong. But I don't like the way he said it. And I know I'm the one who said it that way, but his sentence structure. Just bleh. Wait a minute. Is that... It would literally be a shorter walk for me to cross this. Wait. Wait. Hang on. No, what if I wanna... No? Okay. Alright, fine, I guess. I was gonna try and use the Ethernet, but I guess not. Ooh. Go to that one. It's still closer. There we go. How did it? Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. Yugiri and Gosetsu sketch. Surprisingly accurate. That was my special... Okay. Stretch. Wow, they're just not fans of giving me stuff for my main class, are they? I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait, I've just remembered. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Gyodo. He's a Namazu fisherman. Whatever that means. And a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around? A new type of person, you say? Look at him! He's even smaller than me! Look at those big goofy eyes. What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish. Yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, Ijin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met it. Well, let's start again. You're Gyodo, right? My name is Lise, and this is Lin. We're looking for some friends of ours. Oh, why am I sleepy? I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Would you do the same for us? Yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I would charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? How expensive is not expensive? I didn't bring any money, but surely Tataru will let us take whatever we need from the Scion's coffers, right? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasogari Bridge. And don't forget your fare. Bring Minnie Gill, yes? Okay, I love how rigid his movement was. Just wiggly little legs. It's about time our luck changed. Back to the Ruby Bazaar. Yeah, I mean, it is probably a trap. I'm just now looking at the title of the quest, but, you know. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes. We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Othard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us, and then you'll never believe what happened. Animal Crossing noises, you know? So this Gyodo claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri. How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphino. Stupid's what I call it. How can you agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle, or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it's not what troubles me most. Yodo and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained for as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit at others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated Gosetsu was alone. Only Gyoto claims to have met both him and Yugiri. It's possible Gosetsu made the inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he was found a willing captain. But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas which run contrary to our own. The Viceroy was once a spy here herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the head of the foreign insurgents? Fine, you may be right about him. But if Gyoto's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are. And if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. I mean, he is a very punchable fish. So if it's trapped, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well. We should prepare for the worst. Tataru will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all cost. Or even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you. The Seki Segumi will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? I have a message. Okay, no, that's not important right now. To review, Lise, Lin, and I will meet with Gyoto as planned. Alpha No will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Gyoto attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of Seki Segumi, we will evade them with Alpha No's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that mean with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Gyoto does not play us for fools, but we shall see. To the bridge. I can walk there. It's the other bridge, the one up there. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, Lin. Something smells fishy. Alrighty. Let's do this. This is probably the section we're going to be, or the final section we're going to be playing for today, because it's just past 3:30 where I'm at, and we'll want to start looking for somewhere to head off to soon.
He's late.
Ooh. I like her sword. It's a gorgeous sword. Squish, 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 squish.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
He's so honest looking. Okay. Alright. Sometimes he couldn't even spin in place. He had to kind of walk in a small circle.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes. Long before was it pledged to another.
Mm-hmm.
To me, these ones are for Doma.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Nothing personal, yes, just business.
Mm-hmm.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Yeah, you deserve this, little dude.
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm not supposed to fight here, because they explicitly mention... Oh, we do have to defeat the soldiers. Okay. Here we go. Easy enough. Mm-hmm. As expected, the Sekisegumi have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we have to wander our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. Okay, so this is where all of those, like, little windy alleyways are going to come in. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Ooh, neat. Special mechanics. Smoke bombs to evade patrols. Be warned that attacking the Sekisegumi will result in failure. Good to know. Good to know. Oh. Mm-hmm. I would love to. I'm actually going to go. You go that way, so I've got to go this way. Where? Oh, okay, I passed right by him. Weird. Not sure how I managed to do that, but okay. I also don't like the implication of Kojin for this guy. Like, smaller people, lesser people? Don't like that.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Korjin. We seek 4 foreigners. 1, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
4 foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
Okay, well, we've been saved, but at what cost?
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
Is it through the sewers? Are there sewers here? I would imagine there are.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Good.
Our meeting went about well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Honestly, some James Bond shit right there.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisei Gumi to help us?
Kinda weird that they didn't give him a movable mouth.
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure.
You don't say.
I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
Okay, see, I was right to call him out earlier on in the cutscenes then.
An opportunity?
Is he wearing a helmet, maybe?
Like many, I came
Or face
to
mask?
Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path.
What does that mean, buddy?
Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Aha! Okay, fair.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir.
It's gotta be a mask. It has to be a mask, right? Because he's got a loop on the back.
Yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
You do? Well then, Far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
I'm guessing because we're going to give him money, but I don't know. We'll find out. Let's finish this up. Still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guard snapping at our heels. Agreed. Yeah, this is really the only one I can use, and only for an alternate class. Hmm. Ooh, but this adds spell speed back on. Okay, great. Fantastic. Right then, Yodo should be coming around soon. I think it's time we have a little chat, don't you? Okay, so this will be the last one we do for the day. Just pick him up by the back fin, the dorsal fin. Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. Hot, I think? All my secrets are yours of taking. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu, every last detail, and if I find out later that you lied to me... No, more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth, you have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us? Because you're an Imperial spy. No, I am no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any domons found in Kugane? Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. You would not go quietly. No. The blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Sekisugumi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a minute. You mean to tell me the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known. If he is in custody in the Sekisugumi, I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will be free. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make it a pragmatist out of you yet, Mr. Alphinaud. Alphinaud? Yeah. Alright. We'll finish up this quest. You're free to wait here while I speak to the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lee Slin and I joined you. Alright, but what about Gyodo? I'll keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return Gosetsu. Return with Gosetsu, in fact. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Sorban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order? Then let us be off. The Sekisugumi barracks are in the north. Alrighty. So, let's go ahead and head back over to the Just Chatting screen, and we'll talk over everything that's happened today and find a place to send you all off to. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so lots happened today. We were part of the final part of a revolutionary action that ended, shall we say, poorly. Yeah, we've entered a whole new area. Let's see, like we've done a lot of wandering around. We found a whole bunch out about our new city. We've introduced a couple of new factions and a couple of new groups. Still no new Mo, which is my favorite of the non-humanoid groups, or the non-human groups, I should say, the beast tribes. But yeah, we'll get there eventually. Yeah, anyway, I hope this was enjoyable for you all as well. Thank you very much for stopping by, Weary Travelers, and I hope that the stream has been enjoyable. Because we're now in our summer schedule, I'm back here on the channel every single Wednesday to work more on Final Fantasy XIV's MSQ, but I will be back for our regularly scheduled stream this Saturday, which is May 18th, by your reckoning, for Wandering Sword, the wonderful wuxia tactics game. Until then, for information about future streams, keep an eye on our Twitter and Blue Sky at Come and Go Tavern for announcements and daily check-ins from the Come and Go. I have been your hostess, Sheela Ornthalis, and if you need to prop your feet up for a little while longer, we've got some more entertainment coming up soon via a raid. So let's take a look at the menu and see who's online right now. Oh, hey, Bjorn is playing V Rising. Let's go visit Bjorn's channel. So, alright. I will see you again sometime in the near future, folks. Ta-ta now. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Mwah.